YouTubers! Mike Martin's here with the Mike Martin's channel. Thanks for joining me for Morning Coffee with Mike, guys. Thanks for all the show tips you've been sending me. Send me show tips on Instagram. We'll look at them on Morning Coffee. Guys, I want to thank the gentleman from California that sent me the email, stated that... Now, hear me out, guys. This is what the email said, okay? Hey, Mike, like your show, blah, blah, blah. Good family, good values, whatever. Then he goes into... Thanks for that. I appreciate that. But then he goes in to say... I have a dilemma and a problem, and it's really stressing me out, and I want your viewers to comment on. Now, he said, I work at, I educated myself, got myself a job that pays a decent wage. My issue today, or my issue that I'm facing, is basically that if I don't take the serum, the in the arm, or the jab, I'm going to have to be tested every 2 weeks to continue working at my place of employment. That is a major issue. That is a major issue. Him and another coworker basically don't agree with something that hasn't been tested for less than 8 months or 6 or 5 months. So they are obviously this is going to start disappearing now that they found a way to get the former president out of office. So they had to kind of do whatever they could, right? And that's what they're aiming for. They're every 2 weeks, and the problem is. You're probably thinking, so what, Mike? Let him get tested every 2 weeks. Maybe use company time to go down and get tested. No, he's going to pay $140 for a test. That's the kicker. Anyways, guys, go ahead and don't forget to set your reminders for Mike in the Night call-ins, Mike in the Night Unpredictable Journeys, and Commonwealth for Common Folks, Episode 3, 2021, The Year of the Bull. Don't forget to check that out and set your reminders for that there on the channel. Okay, guys, so what's going on? Okay, Instagram. Go ahead and Instagram. It looks like one of my messages have been deleted from. I'm getting notifications that Facebook is deleting chat messages. Okay, so there it is right there, guys. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Mike Martin's Official. And here we go. Oh, it's a blank. And Facebook is just pounding me out here this morning. I have no idea. Okay, blank. Okay, here we go. So this is if you're living in Canada, guys, take a gander at this. Trudeau says election could be coming soon, insists he doesn't want one. Obviously, they're in a minority government, and the problem is in Canada, this whole COVID thing they're pushing this whole COVID thing for as long as they could, so they could do mail-in ballots like they did in the good old United States of Slavelandia there, like Gerald Celente says, the United States of Slave USSA or whatever. Yeah, so. That's what's happening right now in Canada. So they know. I mean, what are they? I think they're going to just push for the mail-in ballots and go ahead and do what they did in the States and kind of move things around. And people like in the United States were promoting the fact that they have destroyed ballots and they have destroyed and they've proven on social media that they did that and nothing's being done about it. Why? Because there's obviously an agenda it's an agenda that's got to go through, right? So that's what they're saying right here or there. So that's just my opinion on that. And if there is a re-election, I believe that the Liberal Party will win again. Not because people will vote for it. I just think it's just going to be something like down south in the States. And then you have Hill Dog complaining, why didn't they do this for me? They should have did this for me. Why didn't they do this for me? That's what Hill Dog was saying from this last election. Oh, yeah. And then we got the Daily Mail saying, meet the new Teletubbies. Council recruits men with TVs strapped above their heads to walk the streets and warn the public not to break COVID lockdown rules. So there it is. What bizarre move saw volunteers pound the streets in Bradford, Yorkshire with screens? Okay, let's see what the heck. Oh my God! I saw this earlier, but I'm just pretending to be super surprised. So that's the... Woo! So you know those guys outside that are flipping those signs around and sales here, come on down, check it out. You know those guys? Well, you got the new Gestapo that's walking around telling people about infection rates are rising and everyone has to help beat. So what this is because no one has no more faith in any liberal or left-leaning or anything anymore. I mean, like no one has any faith. So they know if they start voting, well, it depends how many people they can import into the country and just let them vote. I mean, there's a lot of factors going on. They don't want to take a chance, right? So they got this going on to stop people from talking with each other. So you got this guy here. Oh my God, he's he's all protected. There's a Teletubbies there with the, yeah, there it is right there. So cute. Look at him. It's all shoulder strapped and he's just standing there like a perfect gentleman. Almost like the Queen's Guard. You just stand there and look like a pole and just stand there. Yeah, you don't have to move, man. Maybe get on your phone and play a few games, talk to your friends. That's what I'd be doing. Okay, why is this? So vaccine, this is from the Associated. They try to sell you stuff all the time. Vaccine rollout has a snag as health workers balk at shots. So what's happening? Well, the desperately awaited vaccination drive against the COVID in the U.S. is running into resistance from an unlikely quarter. Surprisingly, the numbers of the healthcare workers who have seen firsthand the death and misery are refusing the shots. So, yeah, they're refusing the shots. All right, let's move on. Move along. Canada lost 63,000 jobs in December. Oh, don't worry, guys. We're just going to create more public service jobs. Public service. We're going to get more government jobs out there. More government work. Government, I believe by the end of 2021, government jobs are going to probably be 70% of the workforce. You're going to have no more private sector will be like the big corporations that don't already pay taxes. And it's just going to be, it's going to be all government run. It's going to be completely government. You're going to see like big, like even distribution companies buy each other out. So you have one or two distribution or shipping companies. So it stays under that umbrella. You know what I'm saying? Canada lost 63,000 jobs in December. Unemployment almost grew slightly from 8.5% in November to 8.6% last month. There it is right there. All right, let's go. Completely untrustworthy. Iran bans import of COVID vaccines from U.S. and Britain. So there it is right there. Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, has prohibited the import of any COVID vaccines from the U.S. and the UK, questioning their efficiency and suggesting developers might be willing to test their drugs on foreign nations. And we got something here from the Daily Mail. We followed the story yesterday on Morning Coffee. Exclusive. Wife of a perfectly healthy Miami doctor of 56 who died of a blood disorder 16 days after getting the serum is certain it was triggered by the jab as drug giant investigates first death with a suspected link to shot. No, there's more deaths than that, but they're covering it up really good. So she goes in to say, what does it say here? She says, she said, my husband had a conversation with the doctors who said it was highly probable that the vaccine was the cause. I don't doubt it at all. I really don't doubt that at all. And let's keep going here. What do we got next? Google Play suspends Parler until app develops moderation policies. Yes, we're aware of the continued posting on Parler app seeks to incite ongoing violence in the U.S. No, it's not Parler. I'm on Parler. You can follow me on there. It's just what Facebook used to be before they censored it. Google suspended the social media platform Parler on Friday from its Google Play app store until Twitter, the Twitter for conservatives, that's what they call it, adopts content moderation policies following the attack on the U.S. Capitol. Again, the U.S. Capitol, there was a lot of Antifa and a lot of members in there that were planted and dressed and sounding like Trump supporters that stormed that, and there was a lot of inside work going on in there too. But there's no investigation going to take place there. And I believe Hillary Dog. Why did they even do this for her? Why didn't they fix the election for her? It's not fair. Okay, so let's keep going here, and look at this one. South Africans burned down 5G towers over COVID-19 fears. 3 cell phone towers in KwaZulu-Natal have been burnt and destroyed as a result of the conspiracy theories that link emergency COVID-19 with the rollout of 5G infrastructure. Could they prove that it's not? I'm not saying it is, but Could this media prove that maybe they're right? Who knows who's right anymore? It's all lies. And Daily Mail again. 3 people are charged with assaulting a police officer after officers entered the family's home after being told too many people were inside. So there it is. 2 police officers knocked on a door in Aberdeen at 11:20 p.m. on Wednesday night after a neighbor reported them. So you're going to have the snitch dogs. Yeah, they kind of love Hill Dog too. Snitch dogs and Hill Dog are the same pile here. And they will call on your, and you know what it is? It's people that are jealous because they have the people that usually call on other people they have no friends. They correct people's spelling on social media. Nobody likes them at work. And they basically create their own rules while driving on the street because they're severely entitled. And they get never invited to anything. People that call on other people are jealous because nobody invites them to anything, to jack. So there it is. Officers confront. So anyone that walks through that door frame, anybody that walks into private property, into someone's door frame, I think it's in their hands. That's private property. So until they deem it non-private property, we'll see what happens. Yes, you can still get infected with COVID after being vaccinated. And yeah, go ahead, guys, get your jab if you like. San Diego emergency room nurse was given the shot. A week later, tested positive. So this is not old news. It's old news, but it's something that we should revisit. Justice Center files legal challenges against BC government for restrictions on peaceful protest and worship services. We can't. Yeah. So going forward, peaceful protest. Anyone that goes and discusses or anything that goes against the status quo now is going to be considered dangerous. But you got cities burned down in the United States where they were considered peaceful. Like they burnt. What was that? In Wisconsin, they burnt it to the ground. Portland, they burnt it to the ground, basically. And now insurance companies don't want to cover the people that were insured or the businesses were insured because they feel like, oh, well, there's a riot there and we didn't, it's your fault. Why are you opening a business for and flaunting that they're finding ways and loopholes for that. So people that do own businesses that are insured insurance is garbage. Insurance is just the biggest joke on earth. So there it is right there. So I hope they win this one. And with only 4 confirmed cases in the province, Quebec halts vaccine campaign. So Quebec is got 4 cases in the entire province. The province of Quebec is in complete shutdown and disarray, and no one could leave. If you're living in Melbourne, in the state of Victoria and Melbourne, Australia, you will know that that lockdown that you guys had, they're pulling it now in Canada. So anybody that is sick, so there it is. Public health director says if you have flu-like symptoms, it's probably COVID-19. So let's move on here. Free speech app Parler is under attack for letting people think for themselves. Yeah, well, anyone that tech giants are the largest re-education camp in the history of mankind, and that is very true. All right, let's keep going here. Queen Elizabeth II and husband received the vaccinations. Is it the plastic tip? I've seen people taking the vaccinations and celebrities and presidents, and they just go real quick, and it's like a little plastic. There's no needle on the end. It's like a plastic tip. Is it one of those vaccinations? It wouldn't surprise me if it was. And that's all I got right now. So Parler is back up. So if you go on Parler, you get stuff like this. Median age of... So there's no violence. I'm going to show you here. I'm going to refresh the Parler, okay? I'm going to show you what here. Last known widow of a Civil War soldier dies at 101. So this is what they're putting on Parler. Let's see what violence is here. Zero Hedge, crispy chicken sandwich, wars heat up. I don't see any violence in that. Trump bobbleheads. I don't see anything violent with that. After Colin Kaepernick praised deadly BLM riots, Twitter CEO gave him $3 million. See? There's nothing wrong with that. This is great stuff. What's wrong with talking about this? There's nothing wrong. And then there's Lenny Poo posted, Canada, 86 years of age. This is the average death of COVID. And let's see what else is here, if there's anything. Oh, okay, another Zero Hedge article. Elon Musk tweets, use Signal unrelated penny stock soars to 1,200% in Zero Hedge. There you go. See? Urgent message to all conservatives. Urgent message for white ringers and patriots. Basically, you are all. Yeah, anybody that goes against the or not even challenges. Just ask a simple question. That's why I tell you guys, science is the biggest joke on earth. Yeah, science was good for a while. I mean, to get us driving and to get us flying, that's nice. But science has been against us because if science was legit and science actually, it's like democracy. If science was legit, then maybe they would do something about this whole COVID thing and realize, well, I don't think we should shut down the planet. But but politicians want to keep this going because they want to get this mail-in ballots in case there's a recount or something, or not a recount if they want to call in early elections if they have no confidence in government. Anyways, guys, I could talk for hours. Guys, don't forget to tune in to Mike in the Night with your call-ins and your voice. Let us know what's on your mind, and we will discuss current events and there's just so much happening. It's so hard to really pinpoint on what we want to discuss. Let me know, comment below. Lots of love, and we'll talk later. I have spoken.